we're taking you inside a mission to rescue star circus attractions. The harsh reality you're about to see may have you re-examining your own memories of the circus. ABC's Mariana Van Zeller takes us to Peru for our Nightline series, Off the Map.
You come into Peru with your wild animal acts, ADI is going to come and get them.
Animal Defenders International is in the middle of a government crackdown.
They're trying to keep these animals hidden. They select the really small towns. The advantage of that is that the authorities won't notice they're there.
They're working with authorities in Peru to enforce a new law banning wild animal acts in circuses.
They'd be arrested today if they don't hand over the animals.
Yeah.
We need to have all this stuff out.
We were given exclusive access.
We gotta go.
To the final days of this operation as they face off against circus owners desperate to hold on to their biggest stars. For Tim Phillips and Jan Creamer, the husband and wife team behind ADI, this seizure operation is the latest front in a global campaign to end animal suffering.
There's a routine and casual violence towards animals in circuses to keep them subjugated, keep them in their place.
Their undercover investigations documenting horrific abuses in circuses have forced governments to implement new laws.
These animals are chained, they're kept in tiny, deplorable conditions, teeth snapped off, claws cut off, and I think people have said enough is enough.
Wild animal acts are now illegal in Peru, joining 7 other countries in Latin America with bans.
Latin America is way ahead of the US in terms of ending the use of animals in traveling circuses.
We know the animals are performing, the authorities know they're performing.
But actually enforcing the law is a whole different challenge.
We've had them under surveillance now for 10 days almost, just watching continuously.
This circus started off a few years ago with 6 tigers.
So now they have only one left.
One's left.
And that's the one that you're trying to rescue today.
They have no idea what condition the remaining tiger is in.
Just a block that way. It needs to be a complete surprise.
And the authorities have just given the green light to move in.
Everything's set.
Yep, we're on. It looks very thin. It's really, really thin.
They don't like the cameras, but they've said this one can be here, so I don't know what has now upset them, but it's a very sort of tense atmosphere with, we're going to help you, we're not going to help you.
There's what seems to be like a family there who owns or works with the animals or owns the circus, and they're visibly distraught. They were crying.
The family tells me that the tiger is not just an attraction. Where Jan sees a malnourished tiger, they see a family pet.
Tu tigre es tuyo.
El que te llevas ahí no solamente es un tigre, es parte de mi familia.
They say they love the animal, but they're just making it really stressful and difficult for it.
It's almost like a power struggle right now. They want to release it, but they want to release it in their own terms.
We've never had to threaten an animal.
Don't hit him.
One moment, ladies. Estamos acatando la ley. Ahora, con mucha pena, pero no está en mal estado. No ha habido aquí maltrato nunca, ni con él ni con un animal que hemos tenido. Jamás he visto un maltrato animal, nunca en mi vida.
Keep it low, keep it low.
Come on. Vamos, Cuba. Ahí está.
We understand it's difficult. Mucho gusto. Frustrating and trying day, but we're driving away with a tiger, and that's really the only thing that matters.
But they're not always successful. During an earlier operation, they were forced to leave behind a lion named Smith. Days later, back in the center ring, he attacked a volunteer from the audience. And all of it was broadcast on Pan America TV.
I can vividly remember turning to Jan and saying, Smith's either signed his own death warrant or he saved a lot of them. It's going to be that close.
Now, with new cause, they rush back, and this time, the circus agrees to release the big cat.
Hello, baby boy. So this is the lion that attacked the woman.
Yeah.
But he's got such a lovely nature. Well, since he's been here, loves playing football, loves attention. He's just really friendly.
Smith and all the other animals are brought to this temporary compound, where they get first-class medical treatment and some much-needed playtime.
It's about as much as we can do. We give them footballs and toys, try and keep them exercised, try and get the guys to play with them now and again. Here is Hoover, the tiger. He's loving this bed.
When you hear this, it's amazing. Suddenly it's all come alive. We're all like communicating with each other.
I love these old lions that are like warriors. They're sort of indestructible.
You can see the scars, that scarring in his face.
It's a map of his life, his face.
Altogether, nearly 70 animals here, and many carry scars that can't be seen.
They've actually broken his teeth right off, stop him biting. Such a vicious thing to do.
Horrible thing, look at that. Wired on the whole of his life.
Probably on all his life.
That's the last time, Pepe.
He's been here 8 months now. He's one of the early seizures. He's just a lovely, friendly little monkey. He adores Jan, I know that particularly. I think he likes blondes.
He'll pull you really close and press noses. He likes to press noses. It's very, very sweet.
Yes.
But after bonding for months, Jan will have to say goodbye soon. The monkeys will be taken to a sanctuary deep in Peru's rainforest, and the big cats to a reserve in South Africa. Having seized animals from more than a dozen circuses here, their mission is almost complete. But then they receive some urgent news. A lost circus, one that vanished into the remote northern desert, is located.
It's very secretive. We haven't been able to get a camera inside.
Will this defiant holdout threaten ADI's entire operation?
Things are starting to get heated.
A standoff when Nightline returns.